What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're returning. Before we get started, we do Goat, Edison, Tengu, and Hat here, plus all the niche old school formats. So if you guys like that, join us for more. We appreciate you. And today we have the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile for Goat format. As you know, if you know anything about Blue Eyes, it gets support all throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! But this is the very beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh! So it doesn't have too much. With that being said, this deck can definitely clap some cheeks. Putting on a 3000 beater, especially spamming it with Lord of D and Flute of Summoning Dragon, can be pretty brutal. But we're not gonna mince words here. This deck is definitely dog shit. We're doing the best we can, so let me know what you think about it. Let's get into it. All right, we got 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. That was my one rule. My one rule was play 3 Blue Eyes. No matter what, it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. We got to play it. And I might have been a little harsh saying it's dog shit. It's more like Ryko shit, which is still dog shit, but we're going to do the best we can here. We got the 1 Tyrant Dragon for basically a 4th Blue Eyes name. Not as big as Blue Eyes, but who cares? It's got an effect too. And then we're playing the double Kaibaman. Kaibaman, if you don't know what he says you can tribute this card, special 1 Blue Eyes from your hand. So normal summon, tribute it, special summon. Again, it's Goat format. Not the best, not the fastest, but fuck, man, we'll take it. We'll take it when we get here. Work with me. Come on. All right, next up, we got the Lord of Dick himself, Lord of D. We got 3 of them. He says as long as he's face up, all dragon-type monsters cannot be targeted by spells, trap cards, or effects of monsters that designated target. So, that's good. We'll take it. It's something. It's better than nothing. It's a little bit of protection. The biggest reason we play him is the Flute of Summoning Dragon, which we'll get to later. But that's a good effect nonetheless, right? We're playing some dragons, keeping within the theme of dragons. We're playing 3 Lesser Dragon. That's going to be the best beater. Just generically being able to normal summon them out. 1900 is not too shabby. And then we got Mirage Dragon. Mirage Dragon says that as long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent can activate trap cards during the battle phase. Which, hey, we're committing all this time and resources towards building up to getting out these big-ass dragons. There ain't no way we want them to get blown up as soon as they hit the board. Torrential Tribute, well, actually that's battle phase, so fuck what I just said. He would get murked so badly by Torrential Tribute. But Socrates Armor, Ring of Destruction in the battle phase, Mirror Force, these are going to be protections against that at least. We'll take whatever we can get. Like I said, this deck is definitely dog shit. But hey, we're trying. If you have any suggestions, let me know down below. Next up, we have 2 Shining Angel. Shining Angel can float us into Kaibaman, because Kaibaman is a light monster with less than 1500 attack, which means you can get to that Blue Eyes. And then we're playing... Oh, running out of room here. I'll just put it down here. We're playing 3 Mystic Tomato. Mystic Tomato can obviously float us into itself to stall, eventually landing us on a Lord of D, which again, not too bad. Being able to stop those spells, traps, and monster effects from targeting our dragons, we'll take it. And then, again, the reason why we're playing Lord of D goes a bit more than that effect. So now we'll get into the spells and traps, and we'll reveal that to you guys. Okay. All right. For the spells, we have 1 Pot of Greed, 1 Graceful Charity, and 1 Delinquent Duo. That's the phone, keys, and wallet. You never leave home without them. These cards are insane. You know what they do. Draw 2, draw 3, discard 2, rip 2 from your opponent's hand. Yeah, they're busted. Ban-worthy cards. We got Premature Burial, which is crazy in this deck, because if Blue Eyes hits the graveyard, being able to summon out a 3000 beater is kind of crazy. I mean, we'll take it. Basically just a free way of getting him back. All that effort to get him out initially, might as well get him back, right? Or if they duo you and hit a Blue Eyes, great. Or if you opt to get the Blue Eyes to the graveyard because you have Premature Burial on hand, even better. 1 Snatch Deal because it's a crazy card. The 1 Heavy Storm and the 1 MST because we want to feel safe. We want to feel safe and blow up their back row before we commit to any plays. That's just the move right there. We got to play them limited to 1. Each one of them are limited to 1. We got the 2 Knock. Nothing would feel worse than getting hit by a Night Assailant without a Lord of D on field and losing your 3000 beater to a little robed man with a dagger. That'd be horrible. We also don't really play flip effects. Let me double check before I lie to you. No, we don't play a single flip effect, so Hitting a Grapefruit Spy, a Moth. Bro, we don't care. Get them out of here. We're not even going to shuffle our deck. Then we got 2 creature swap. So we play the 4 recruiters, or 5 recruiters, 3 Mystic Tomato and 2 Shiny Angel. So being able to put one of those on the board, swap it with our opponent's monster, attack over our Angel and get out a Lord of D, or sorry, our Mystic Tomato, get out Lord of D, or an Angel and get out a Kaibaman. It's pretty good trick. I like to play it in any decks that play recruiters. And then the card that I've been mentioning quite a few times by now, we got the 3 Flute of Summoning Dragon. We managed to pull out the magic cards for you guys. None of them are first edition, RIP, but that's okay. They say magic cards, so that's cool. All right, so if you don't know what this does, it says, playing this card when you have Lord of D face up on the field allows you to play up to 2 dragon-type cards from your hand as a special summon. So that's pretty cool. And that's why we play the small dragons too. I guess we could play more big tyrant dragons if we really wanted to, but it's kind of bricky, especially since we're not playing like discard cards to make those bricks turn into some kind of value. It's just not really worth it to us. I guess we have Graceful Cherry, but that's only 1, right? So yeah, we're playing the small dragons as well. Being able to get out a Mirage Dragon or a Beater Luster Dragon is not the worst. You pretty much just want to see those combinations of the cards in your hand just to make it worth it, which is why we put emphasis on cards like Mystic Tomato to get out the Lord of D's and playing 3 copies of each. We want to maximize out on seeing basically these 2 cards together plus any kind of dragons in our hand. That's the whole logic behind that. All right, and then we're playing 2 more dragon-specific cards. We're playing Stamping Destruction. This one says that you can activate this card only when you have a face-up dragon-type monster on your side of the field. Destroy 1 magic or trap card on the field and inflict 500 points to your opponent's life points. So, I mean, it's not an MST, but it's destruction and it burns a little. Fuck it, we'll play it. Like I said, we're playing dog shit anyways. Might as well play something that's more true to the archetype, right? All right, next up we have the traps. We're only playing a few. I mean, you don't need too many battle traps in a deck that in theory is going to have a 3,000 beater on field. Unless they get out of BLS, there's really not much that can attack over it. So you want to play a lot more cards that put focus on actually getting your plays off and advancing your board state versus trying to protect what you have in the moment. So we have 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, and 1 Ring Destruction. I mean, put it in the order I said it. These cards are obviously crazy, good, limited cards, so we're going to play them. Being able to Ring Destruction, a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and go for game does feel sacky as hell, but guess what? They allow us to play it, so we're going to play it. And then Call the Haunted. Call Haunted in the same train of thought as Premature Burial. Being able to get out a 3,000 beater after it's went to the graveyard feels amazing. All right, guys, if you have any advice, comments, critiques, whatever you want to say down below, let me know. I'm always looking to update the decks. If you have any more ideas regarding the Blue Eye strategy, I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.